which is, all right, so what is this load sublevel? We had a collision component, which is collision preset, it's just trigger. And we've got overlap for all the things. We have block for everything else. Trigger and generate overlap events. So maybe that's what I need. Let's just change this to trigger. Query only, no physics collision. Can be used for spatial queries and the rest. All right. You know, PHP, JavaScript, and C# the basics you got covered. Well, if you haven't done, it sounds like you're basically working in managed languages. So C++ is, you're going to be able to go allocate objects and stuff like that. I'm concerned as to why the test environment has gone down a few times over the last week. I think it might have to do with the database stuff. Maybe the heat map generation is let's see, unable to read that from DB exception. The last connection successful packet was too long ago. I don't know, if you're trying to learn something, just go for it. My big thing is always making sure that I got other people to work with, because it's real easy to give up on something when you're the only person there. Also have a more long-term project. If you're learning something, try not to learn all at once. Try to learn in pieces. In person is much better than online. Learning stuff online is just real difficult for me. But, hey, it's not always an option. Not everybody can, do that. Alright, so let's see. Generate overlap, trigger. Well, let's see. I would have thought this would have been a lot easier. Like, we have the object. Why don't we have... Do we have anything else in the game that has overlap checks? Alright. Now, I don't think there's anything else in the game we have, that does actually overlap checks. Like, everything else is just is contained by a thing or not. And it's gonna be that, like, the player we have. Let's see if it's just some sort of stuff here I can do. Let's just also make this the root component. Like how I can land on it, but I can't do anything else. All right, so the issue has to do with the collision, as I thought something weird was going on. So let's ignore everything except for the player hit, player attack. Let's see. Well, that's the other thing is player hit. Yeah, so it should be player body. Overlap. Let's see if environment hit works. Oh yeah, I don't know. Are you still in here, Adam? The animations that you did there. Um, if you saw they're coming in off screen inside of the black stuff, and also like that intro, um, like the intro thing actually came in on the black. You see it renders over the black. You got to be careful about that stuff, and then I think this. Yeah, so you have to keep that in mind and do your animations so that they will not look odd. Alright, so this is not doing anything. Let me see. So it's. The issue is that the overlap with player body isn't doing anything, or is it that there's an object type here and the object type needs to be environment body? Yeah, it's one real easy thing to miss there is that the black bars are not like real true black bars. The other thing we could do is we could add black bars. Like if that's too much of a pain in the ass. We could add like some black bars that just draw anyway on the sides at the right spots. Yeah, so it looks like the issue with the overlap has to do with the type of object that we're doing here. So collision, yeah, so no query collision or query only. All right, let's see if query only is what we want. What if we set this to player body? Is this, what is going on with the scale of this window here? It looks off. Let me see if that's just on that level or if it's on other levels. Yeah, it's off in all the levels. What is going on? I thought I fixed that. Alright, let's take a look at that. Okay, this is supposed to be set to 2.0, not 2.2. Why is this wrong? Alright, let's see. Let's see. I set it to 2.2. First stab against starting UNG, added placeholder clock to in-stage mission. Why did I set that to 2.2 instead of 2.0? Maybe I had it wrong for some reason? Because that's what it's supposed to be there. I must have been messing with it in a temporary file or something. might need to just draw those black bars over everything. Why am I doing this? I should be... What is that, the... screens? It's the online login screen? It's the online main screen. Alright, so the issue is the screen shield widget. These things are screwed up now. What? I'm confused. Why is this way? Well, alright, so there is something kind of screwy with what's going on, but it's not the end of the world, so let's not worry about it too much. So the question is, if we want to collide with stuff, but we don't want... Let's see, what is the... It's basically having to do with the overlap checks with player body. Well, pretty much what I got going right now is I can go ahead and make the collectible, and I've got it so there's a single frame of you landing on it, which is not ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, let's go to our effects library and grab it. So this is like FX ball reset. Alright, so spawn effect at location. Niagara, no. Create effect by class, yeah. So the thing blows up when we need it to, which is excellent. And we need to get our game state. No, it's not the game state, it's the player state. Alright, so we'll report an object being collected, and then we destroy ourselves. So let's see what it looks like. So, if we go to our mission for mission 2, let's go to our mission win conditions, and let's add a collect is greater than or equal to 2. So you gotta collect 2 things. I'm gonna write down the bug. We got the UI scaling is wrong for WebKit window in match. It's not wrong for out of match, but in the actual match it's wrong, so it's gonna be some scaled fucked up with the rest of it. So objects collected 0 of 2. 1 of 2. Objects collected 2 of 2. Excellent. And the object is gone. I can't get the object anymore. No. So that's why they need to be in sublevels that we load in. So next question would be, should we make an indicator we have ball indicator, we have player indicator. Alright, so what we need to do is we want to duplicate this thing and make BP collectible indicator. Bitey squatting in a puddle of his. Oh man. Ouch. Alright, let's see. We need the... This is inside a position for player. Alright, we need the local player proxy. Alright, so basically this collectible object on its begin play is going to spawn actor, and it's going to grab a collectible indicator. Spawn transform should just be, and followed actor should be get self. Alright, so it did spawn an indicator. This is around the Z. And it disappeared. Excellent. So let's go to that sub-level. One, two, three, four, five. So we want 5 of these guys. I can't get him. Alright, well, let's boot this up and take a look at the level with the collectibles. I need to export the mission, don't I? I forgot to do that. Alright, so it's going to spawn in 10 seconds. And we have 0 out of 5 objects in the top left. And then we've got all these objects. And we've got all 5 objects. Yay, objects. Alright, so if we retry, so you should be waiting for those 10 seconds. Excellent. So we collect all the things. And we can win. No, we didn't collect the things, but we still won the mission. The reason that we won the mission anyway is because there's no more stages. But we failed to collect the things, which is fine. Actually, it should be a fail, but it's not. Whatever. You need to somehow find time to put together a sub-level. It's true. You will at some point need to do this. And let's change the stage. Stage 1. Background music is default. Yeah, that's something I should also listen to make sure that the changes to stages don't screw up the music. So if we go to the stage, I'd like stage 1 to play the default music, stage 2 is going to play the caverns music, and stage 3 is going to play the caverns music. Hello, Anubis the Master. Welcome, sir. Yeah, currently working in UE4. I'm just testing a few things with our mission system. I was adding in collectible stuff, and I'm just making sure the music plays right in our stage loading. So it should transition to the caverns music after the countdown. Or did I transition to the fucking caverns level? did I hit the wrong thing? Yeah, transition to the caverns level, and there's no collectibles in here, so I can't win. Whoops. Alright, let's see, that was the map. I meant to stay on the training on the arena test map, and the BGM was supposed to be caverns. There we go. Caverns 1, caverns 1. That's better. You love Unreal 4. Help another guy. We're able to make a 3D model viewer for Newgrounds using HTML5. Newgrounds? What? Well, then you probably know Adam Phillips, who made all the art for this, and he made Bitey at Brackenwood, and that's the game. This is what we're working on. So, but that's pretty awesome. Like, especially that you can do the HTML5 and it works on pretty much everything. So, let's 10 seconds and the switch. Alright, it switched over. That's pretty awesome. What is this game all about? This game is it's an early access, and right now it is a multiplayer online kind of brawler game. The best analogy that people have used is it's kind of like a 2D Rocket League sort of thing. And basically, right now it's just multiplayer. We're adding the missions with the next update, so there's single player things to do. But basically, you jump in and you play the game against bots or against people. 3v3 is the maximum, though it's kind of more fun 1v1, 2v2. So the goal of the game is to score the most points, and there's lots of game modes, and you can vote on all the things you want to do, and all that sort of stuff. So then I can spawn in a couple bots here, and that sort of thing. Play against those guys. Yeah, it's a Dashkin, and I think Adam said it was based on Satyr. And Goatman. Because Adam won some awards with the animations he did for Newgrounds. Back in the day, in the early days of the internet. You know, 2006. Knows Newgrounds but doesn't know Brackenwood. I know, really. I'm very surprised because like, weren't those animations like on top leaderboard of all time for forever? So we got all the things here. Alright, so what else have I got on my notes for things I want to do? I wanted a collectible UI object. Alright, the next thing would be a physics material type which destroys the ball. Oh, jeez. I got hit by one bot into another bot. Jerks. Alright, so what have I got? A volume which destroys the ball. Time of day changes would be another thing. Alright, so physics material type which destroys the ball. Let me see. Alright, let's grab the grass material. Let's duplicate you and say ball destroyer material. Alright, so we've just got this. Surface type, though, needs to be... That's what we need here for this guy. So let's go to our surface types. Is it under collision? No, I don't think so. I think it's under like surfaces or something. Yeah, physical surfaces. Surface type 27, ball destroyer. Watch out for that ball destroyer surface. It's a real bitch. Ugh. Right in the ball destroyer. Alright, so we got that guy, and if we go to the Brackensack ball, why is my... There it goes. So we go to the ball, on hit by player, update, destruction, on hit stuff. Let's see, other component, normal. On component hit, on animation end, on strike, let's see, create hit effect. Let's see, create effect by class, physics material, surface type. Okay, so let's also see, let's switch off of the physics surface type. Not bouncy ball. Do we have ball destroyer on here? Where is it? I mean, I don't see it at all. It should be in here, right? When we added it. Ball destroyer. I mean, is scatter in here as well? Yeah, scatter 1 and 2 is in here. I probably have to restart the editor for this to take effect. Or... Yeah, let's just restart the editor. Two v50 would be quite demoralizing. Oh man. Yeah, 2v50 right now would be your face in the ground getting stomped on while 30 other bots go score the goal. In other words, it would be rough. Though I think Void would probably like it. He seemed to like punishment like that.